Picture this. It's late 2023, and OpenAI looks completely unstoppable. ChatGPT becomes the fastest growing consumer product in history. Sam Altman is suddenly everywhere, meeting presidents, appearing on magazine covers, becoming the face of the AI revolution itself. Silicon Valley starts treating OpenAI like the next Google. The assumption across the industry becomes simple. Nobody is catching them anytime soon. But fast forward to today, and that assumption is starting to crack. OpenAI is burning money at a pace so extreme, it barely resembles a normal business anymore. Chinese competitors are producing frontier-level AI models at a fraction of the cost, and many of the safety researchers hired to keep the company grounded have quietly walked out the door. So what's actually happening inside OpenAI? And more importantly, what happens when the company leading the AI race becomes trapped inside a competition it cannot afford to lose? Let's start with the numbers, because this is where the story stops looking like a tech success story and starts looking like a geopolitical arms race. OpenAI generated roughly $13 billion in revenue in 2025. Sounds impressive until you realize the company is projected to lose around $14 billion in 2026 alone. Not lose a little, lose $14 billion in a single year, and the long-term spending plans are even more extreme. Internal projections suggest cumulative cash burn could exceed $100 billion this decade, while total compute ambitions may approach $600 billion by 2030. That's not startup spending anymore. That's sovereign-scale capital deployment. And for that strategy to work, almost everything has to go perfectly. The market share has to hold, the technology has to keep advancing, regulators can't intervene at the wrong moment, and competitors can't catch up, which explains why investors keep pouring in money anyway. Microsoft, Nvidia, Amazon, SoftBank, some of the most powerful organizations on Earth are now competing to finance OpenAI's expansion, because whoever dominates AI may end up controlling the most important technological platform since the internet itself. But here's where things become dangerous. Most people assume OpenAI is only competing against Google and Anthropic. It isn't. The most destabilizing threat may actually be coming from China. In 2026, Chinese labs like DeepSeek shocked the industry by producing frontier-level AI models at dramatically lower costs. Suddenly, the assumption that winning AI required unlimited spending started looking less certain. And once that happened, the economics of the entire race changed overnight. Chinese models began undercutting Western competitors at massive discounts, in some cases charging 1/6 the price for comparable performance. That attacks the core assumption behind OpenAI's strategy, that scale alone creates an unbeatable advantage. And OpenAI's response was revealing. The company accelerated immediately, shifting towards smaller, more efficient systems after competitors forced the issue, which raises an uncomfortable question. Was OpenAI so focused on scaling bigger that it underestimated the importance of scaling smarter? Now let's talk about governance, because this is where OpenAI's image as a carefully controlled organization started breaking apart publicly. In November 2023, OpenAI's board fired Sam Altman, not pressured him, not transitioned leadership, fired him. The board publicly stated it no longer trusted him to lead the company. And then something extraordinary happened. Employees revolted. Investors pushed back. Microsoft applied pressure behind the scenes, and within days, Altman returned. That moment revealed something critically important. Inside the world's most influential AI company, the momentum of the market had become more powerful than the governance structure itself. The board tried to stop the CEO and couldn't make it stick. And then came the safety concerns. John Lakes, one of OpenAI's top safety researchers, resigned publicly, warning that safety culture and processes have taken a backseat to shiny products. Soon after, the Superalignment team, the group specifically tasked with ensuring advanced AI systems remained controllable, was effectively dismantled. And this is where the incentives become dangerous. Because every month spent slowing down for safety is another month competitors can use to catch up. That's the trap at the center of the AI race. Once every company believes slowing down means losing, caution becomes a competitive disadvantage. Now add governments into the equation. AI is no longer just a technology story. It's a national security story. As governments race to integrate advanced AI into defense and intelligence systems, companies like OpenAI are becoming increasingly tied to geopolitical power itself. And that creates a final, uncomfortable reality. OpenAI publicly speaks about safety and benefiting humanity, but the environment surrounding the company increasingly rewards speed, dominance, deployment, and scale above almost everything else. That tension sits at the center of the entire AI race, and nobody has solved it. Not OpenAI, not Google, not governments, nobody. Here's the bottom line. OpenAI is still one of the most powerful technology companies on Earth. ChatGPT remains dominant, the company has extraordinary talent, and the momentum is still massive. But underneath that success is a system under enormous pressure: financial pressure, political pressure, competitive pressure, and increasingly, existential pressure. Because once a company becomes central to the most important technological race in the world, slowing down stops being a business decision. It becomes a strategic vulnerability. If this video opened your eyes to something most people in the conversation are glossing over, hit that like button, share it with someone who needs to hear it, and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.